What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at the legendary Blue Lion from Voltron, Legendary Defender. I do apologize if you hear noise in the background. That is my printer making crazy sounds. Anyway, this lion is piloted by Lance. I almost said Keith. It's piloted by Lance, and he comes with an ice ray, a big old ice ray thing right there. And of course, this is the Form 16-inch Voltron version of the Lions, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see here, Blue Lion forms leg. That's what it does. It also comes with a little pilot figurine here, just this little rocket sled. It's poorly painted. It's going to be much more nicely painted on the back, I'm sure. As far as anything else, I don't think it comes with any other Voltron pieces in there other than those. So let's flip it onto the back here, and you can see this is the lion with the ice ray attached. 20 plus points of articulation, which is pretty awesome. Here is the more nicely painted version of the of the little rocket car that we have there. You can see a little image of Lance as well, and of course the completed Voltron on the back. Right here, you got a little blurb. It says, "The Blue Lion's water powers make it a must-have for any battle ready to kick it into high gear." Now, honestly, that sounds a little bit like pity to me. The Blue Lion's water powers make it a must-have for any battle? Really? Ready to kick it into high gear? I don't know. I don't know about that. But, you know, the Blue Lion is cool. Lance is pretty neat. And we'll just give him a pass. All right, you can't hate on the guy. Anyway, enough said about that nonsense. Collect all 5 lines for Voltron. I will. I'm just missing the green one, and I need to find him. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy open, and we're going to check him out right now. Okay, guys, so here is the legendary Blue Lion. Pretty much, this is what you get in the package. There's no secret weapons for Voltron, no sword pieces or anything like that. Just this big blue line, which is quite substantial enough, to be honest with you. So he does come with the ice cannon thing, so we're just going to detach that for right now, but I'll just show you what it does. So you get the ice cannon thing, and it's a big bulky chunk of stuff, and you can see it's got a little ice doodle right there. So you just press the button, and it does fire the ice beam fairly far. Does a pretty good job of launching that piece, and it just clips right on to the side armor of Lance's lion here. Very simple. It just does just like that. So pretty cool. Nice addition, I guess. Adds just a little bit of play value here. But here's the lion itself, and it's got a decent amount of articulation. It's got the head can go obviously up all the way that way and down about that far. You do get a little bit, just a little bit of side-to-side waggle with this head, which is a little strange because it seems like it's a little bit offset, but that's mostly for in the foot mode to get a tiny little smidgen of ankle tilt there, but you do get a little wiggle there. Mouth opens, and you can see it's got like a ice beam thrower molded in, although it's a little bit weirdly angled, and it is spring loaded, so it does chomp shut like that. So you can play Hungry Hippos. You've got some nice rotation here at the arm, like so, and go all the way back, and go that way. You hear those nice ratchets. You get some nice ratchets in the feet as well. Back legs, same deal. Nice ratchets here. Mid leg break, and then the ankle also has ratcheting joints. The tail is just soft rubbery plastic, and as far as I can tell, there's no articulation in the waist or hip area, but that's fine. Not really that big a deal, to be honest with you. You do get this little bit back here, and you can open this right up, and you can see just as we saw before. Here's Lance's little shuttle bike thing. Sort of painted up for the most part. Lance is looking super teeny tiny in there, but he is in there. And you just plug that in, and that'll hold on to Lance, and he can stay inside the lion through all of its various modes, transformations, and etc. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of transformation to leg mode, now I'm not going to do the full Voltron combined mode. I am saving that for the Black Lion video, but I will show you guys basically, you know, what it's going to look like. So what you want to do, first of all, is go ahead and take this lion head and jam it back into the body just like so. So the neck will collapse into the body. You're going to flip this piece up, and of course flip the head up to create the foot. You're going to bring the legs back like so, just to create kind of heels for Mr. Voltron here. We're going to come back here, and you can see there's a little gray nub bit here. You're just going to push that in and just kind of gently nudge the tail in until it feels like it wants to go in naturally. And then you've got, just plug it in like that, and it should stay put without any problem. So you got that going on. And then of course you just fold the legs up here and just collapse them in. Collapse them in. And there you go. You've got one leg ready to go. Ready to rumble. I think. Is this all the way in? I think so. I think it's all the way in. Yeah, that's correct. It's right. I wasn't sure, but it's right. If you want to, you can extend the foot out a little bit, and in doing so, you can kind of get a little bit of like leg articulation, because you can fold this down and just kind of have Voltron like leaning back, but still have his foot firmly planted on the ground. So if that's something you really want to do for yourself, you can. And like I showed you before, he does have a little bit of ankle sway there. But it's really not much. I'm not sure what exact use you'd really get out of that. So, you know, to each their own. But, yeah. And then, of course, to transform him back to lion mode, just reverse the process. Just get them all extended back out. And then the tail will come back out and just lock into place like so. And that's obviously a very quick transformation, which is really nice. The hardest part about it, honestly, is just kind of fiddling the legs back into position. But just to give you guys an idea of his size, here's Lance's blue lion, and of course Keith's red lion, his rival. So even though they do make different parts, and on former Voltrons, the arms were much, much smaller than the legs. But in this case, it's not quite as drastic. Like you can tell, you know, the blue lion's a little longer, his tail's longer, but they look about the same size when you're just kind of, you know, looking at them. It's a little bit taller, but really not anything drastic. So it's a really good match, honestly. And then of course we'll go ahead and put our Batman minifigure in there so you can get an idea of just how big these figures are. But yeah, overall another cool figure. Very happy to have him. Can't wait to finally complete this Voltron and get a pretty cool robot going out of it. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back with more Voltron legendary figures, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.